Hi, my name's Mindy and welcome to my channel. I'm going to be doing a book haul for March 7th through the 12th. And I got two books. I got one book I bought and one book I won, and the rest of the books are for review. So the book I bought was The Girl Who Fell Beneath Fairyland and Led the Revels There by Catherine M. Valiante. And this, I got this at the Dollar Tree for $1. And the next book I got, the next book is the one I won from Goodreads, and it's Come Sundown by Nora Roberts, and this comes out in June. And the rest of these are review books. The first one here is The Loyal Son, The War in Ben Franklin's House by Daniel Mark Epstein. This comes out in June. And the next one here is The Marriage Pact by Michelle Richmond, and this comes out in July. And it says, when your spouse calls, always answer. Exchange thoughtful gifts monthly. Plan a trip together once per quarter. Never mention the pact to anyone. Newlyweds Alice and Jake are a picture-perfect couple. When they join the pact, an exclusive mysterious group designed to keep marriages happy and intact, the pact's rules seem easy to follow. And then one of them breaks a rule. In this relentlessly paced novel of psychological suspense, New York Times bestseller author Michelle Richmond crafts an intense and shocking tale that asks, how far would you go to protect your marriage? Can the marriage of your dreams become your worst nightmares? I thought that sounded pretty interesting. And the next book I have here is The Baker's Secret by Stephen P. Kernan, and this comes out in May. This is a dazzling novel of World War II, a shimmering tale of courage, determination, optimism, and the resilience of the human spirit set in a small Normandy village on the eve of D-Day. And this book I'm really looking forward to. It's called Defy the Stars by Claudia Gray, and it comes out in April. It says, in her most epic and ambitious work to date, best-selling author Claudia Gray takes us on an interstellar journey exploring what it means to be human. And the next book I have here is called Rambler Steals Home by Carter Higgins, and this came out in February. And it's a middle grade book. I thought it looked kind of cute. And the next one is Wingman Battle for America by Mac Maloney. And this is book 18. And I haven't read any of the other books, so I hope this is okay for a standalone. Let's see, when does it say it comes out? May 2nd. And the next one is But Then I Came Back by Estelle Laurie, and this comes out in April. What do you do when you wake up from a coma? Go back to the way things were or start something new? And the next one is Woman Number 17 by Eden Puckeye. And this comes out in May. A sinister, sexy noir about art, motherhood, and the intensity of female friendships. Set in the posh hills above Los Angeles from the New York Times bestselling author of California. And the next one is the book 3 of the Restoration Trilogy, Witch by Denise Weimer. And It's about a restoration, a lady who does restorations on things, and it sounded pretty interesting. And the next book is The Separatist by Liz Weil, and this comes out June 27th. Journalist and newscaster Eric Sparks is only planning to report on an explosive story until she gets caught in the middle of it. And then Grizzly Peak by Jonathan London and illustrated by Sean London. And this is like a middle grade book. I'm not sure when it comes out, but it says what was supposed to be a father-son bonding trip in the wilderness goes terribly wrong and leaves Aaron hungry, exhausted, and at his breaking point. And the last book I have is Pretend I'm Not Here. How I worked with 3 newspaper icons, 1 powerful first lady, and still managed to dig myself out of the Washington swamp by Barbara Finman Todd. And I don't know when this comes out. It says, my clients are people I saw on television or read about in newspapers and magazines. I was only 23 years old when I began working for Woodward, and the proximity to fame and power was intoxicating. I suddenly found myself interesting to people who I thought were more interesting than I was. It slowly became clear to me that, in Washington at least, my appeal was more about who I knew than who I was. And that was the last book I got for this week. We're expecting a big storm here, so I'm just going to hunker down and read for the next couple days. I hope everybody else stays safe and has a good reading week. So, thanks for dropping by.